I'm heading straight for the cash.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, I want to say that I will be taking a look at the new story quests. So if you don't want to find out what happens, I recommend not watching this video until you're all caught up, because this is not a spoiler-free video. If you watch this, you'll find out everything pretty much about what's happened in the recent quest line. There's a major death, and that's what this quest deals with. So if you're not caught up, do not watch this video. I'm warning you right now. Anyway, if you are caught up, let's go ahead and get into the video. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and talk to Evergrey. Where do we go from here? Who can say? But before we look to the future, we must pay respects to the one who brought us this far. For centuries, Doyle's Abbey has been a sacred place for all the peoples of Jorvik. It was a holy site for the earliest druids. Wave after wave of immigrants to this island have made their way there for ceremonies and solace. Let us meet there to honor Elizabeth, not a funeral, a chance to celebrate her legacy. I'll check with my brother to make preparations and reach out to those who knew her best. We should all get going. Yes, a nice ride would do us all some good. It's a bit to walk. Could I hitch a ride with any of you? You can ride with me in Starshine. Alex, are you coming? I'll be right behind you. I just need a moment alone. Okay, Alex, if that's what you need, don't forget, we love you. Yeah. There they go. Oh hey, you're still here. I'm okay, really. I just need some time to get my head together before I can say goodbye. Could you maybe meet me before the memorial and we can ride there together? Let's meet at the bridge over the Silversong River, where we met before rescuing Justin. You remember the one? Cool. See you there, and thanks for understanding. Alright. Well, let's go meet Alex there, I guess. Alright, here is Alex and Tin Can, so let's go ahead and talk to them. Thanks for meeting me here. I just needed some space. I hope the others understand. The memorial is starting soon at Doyle's Abbey. We should start riding. Alright, let's ride with her. What does he have in his tail? A rose? Oh, she has a rose on her. Oh, I bet it's for the funeral. Wait. Oh, I guess we have to meet these checkpoints right here. Oh, she's gonna talk to us. Okay. I used to think that everything would be alright once Anne got back from Pandoria. Elizabeth would point the four of us in the right direction, we'd blow some stuff up, and hey, peace restored. Then reality comes and punches me straight in the face. Guess I had that coming for daring to hope, right? Hope can never be bad, Alex. She just takes off, okay. Sorry, I'm gonna try to keep this as serious as I can because, I mean, we did lose a main character. So, let's go ahead and go to this next checkpoint. I try not to blame myself for what happened, but I just can't stop thinking about her. We'd get into fights more times than I can count. She was always scolding me for being too reckless, and don't get me started on all her stupid rules. Before her, I never had that, you know. I know my mom loved us and tried to provide for 5 kids as a single mom as best she could, but it wasn't enough. She wasn't there. I had to figure out how to keep food on the table, how to keep our clothes clean, where to hide the things you cared about so they wouldn't get stolen. I was always bailing James out of trouble, but there was no one to catch me when I fell. Until Elizabeth. When I did something stupid, she was always the one that picked me up at the station. When I failed, she would tell me to try again. All those rules weren't her trying to make me into someone else. Weren't. Okay. She was helping me be my best self. It was love, and I was too stubborn to see it. Elizabeth was the first person to see me as not just some angry kid against the world, but as someone better, someone who could be a hero. She was right, you are a hero, Alex. You're lucky to have had someone like that in your life. We'll see. She was right. Okay, let's go. Thanks, Regina. That means a lot. But losing Elizabeth is more than... Ooh, rain. Sweet. Is more than just losing a family. She was our leader. More than Fraps. She was the one who showed us what it meant. What it meant to be a soul rider. Losing her, it's too much. I don't know if I'm ready to move on, Regina. I don't know if I can. You're not alone. We can help. Alex remained silent. I wish they would add weather into the game. On a totally unrelated note. I mean, it's obvious they can do it. I just wish they would permanently. Okay, we're gonna see where she's going because I don't actually know. Okay, looks like we're going up this way. Oh, this is nice. Look at this. See, I knew when they updated this, would put all the candles everywhere, it was gonna be for something. Her song is really nice. How are you holding up, Alex? You know. You know me. Knock me down, I get back up. Life goes on, right? I'll be fine. Look, Alex. Everyone will tell you that you have to move on, like it's something you can get over. It's not. It will be with you all your life. It's something that you need to make a part of you, because you must live with it. Things might never be fine, but that's okay. It's up to you how to handle that. Just don't forget that you have friends that are willing to be there for you. That I think I can do. Thanks, Lisa. Elizabeth might not be with us anymore, but we are still soul riders. We'll stand by each other every time. We will honor her memory. At times like this, I find it easier to express my feelings with my guitar. Stay and listen if you'd like. Do you think Elizabeth, wherever she is, can hear my song? Okay, oh, I got off my horse. Okay. Alright, let's see what Alex has to say. Let's mingle a bit and meet up again afterwards. Mingle at the memorial. Okay. This looks like we just have to talk to everyone. Playing my guitar helps me focus. I hope the music will resonate with everyone. Do you have any preferences? Oh, that's nice. They included, you can have the whole song played from the beginning, you could have vocals, instrumental, or just have her keep playing it as it is. That's really cool. We're gonna do the vocal version so I can add it in, because I'm not playing the sound on the game because it's too loud and you can't hear my voice, but I'll have her play the vocal version so I can sync it up on my editing software and you guys can listen to it. Did that work? I don't think it did. Okay. Well, we'll just put it in anyway. Oh, Elizabeth. Sob. I wish I had gotten the chance to know her. She meant so much to all of you. Do you think you could tell me a bit about what kind of person she was? Elizabeth always knew how important it was for us to be together and stand as one. I think she understood better than anyone what it meant to be a soul rider. Of course she did. She used to be a soul rider, just like us. Wait, what? At first, when we all met, I wasn't ready to accept this as my destiny. As a von Blyson, you have certain expectations you have to live up to. That's what I was always told. I had to be careful of who I associated with, or I would put my family's reputation at risk. And of course, competing at dressage at my level requires daily practice. It's not as if I could give up on all of that to chase monsters in the night. And my powers didn't come easy. I saw how Alex's gift just flowed from her, almost as if it were intuition. It didn't help that Ferb expected even more of me than my own parents. I tried to hide my struggles from the others, but Elizabeth saw right through it. She took me inside and told me about her own journey, how lost she felt when she first discovered her magic, how she came to understand and find confidence in who she was. Elizabeth spent a lot of time with me after that, teaching me about what it meant to be a part of the Sun Circle. From all her help and guidance, I learned something far more important than magic. She taught me to step up and be myself. I found my place among my friends and eventually dared to tell my parents about my own dreams. Adults might seem like they have all the answers, but they struggle just like the rest of us. I'm glad Elizabeth wasn't afraid of showing that. When I would ask her a question that she didn't know the answer to, she would still encourage me to go find the answer and give me the guidance I needed to find out more. Even the times when she didn't tell us everything, I think it was still her way of trying to protect us. Even to the point of being overprotective. No one is perfect. We're all the sum of our experiences. Not only a good mentor, but someone who cared a lot about all of you. Will you still be alright with all this magic, destiny thing without her? If Elizabeth taught us anything, it's that we can count on each other. Alone we don't have the courage or answers to go on, but together, be a team. It's all Elizabeth ever wanted. Alright. Let's talk to Herman. I can't stop thinking about when Elizabeth first came to Jorvik stables to ride her first horse. She a great rider? Oh, she would be, but I dare say it'd take her more than a bit of work to get there. If Elizabeth had met her Concord when she first arrived at Jorvik, perhaps she would have had a little help from Aideen in figuring her way around a horse. But as fate would have it, we hadn't found her star breed. Poor girl, she was stuck taking her first steps as a soul rider and training with one of our training horses. Riding didn't come easy to Elizabeth. I'd never seen a girl so timid around a horse, but she came back day after day, not just to ride, but to learn everything about stable life. She wasn't afraid to get her boots dirty, and she never gave up. Determined to succeed in whichever the task she attempts. It sounds like she never changed much in that aspect. She used to have so much love for all horses too. That was one girl I could tell was shining strongly with Aideen's light. She used to have so much love for all the horses. Oh, it's the same thing. Okay. Do you have any stories about Elizabeth Spymaster? Tell me about Storylet. I'm just gonna excuse myself. Talk to some other people. Alright, let's talk to these three. I could have been a druid, you know. It was my birthright. But I'm too much of a wanderer. I love mysteries that send me to far-off places, but a proper druid stays rooted in the earth. I think Elizabeth could relate. She came to Jorvik as a wanderer, but her destiny required she put down roots, first as a soul rider and later as the keeper of Aideen. Between adventures, nothing gave me so much pleasure as lunch with Elizabeth. She'd always have a fresh loaf of her amazing banana bread ready. Payment, she told me, for the tales I'd spin for her by the fireplace. She lamented that her work never let her stray far from home, but she did have one release. Whenever the pass to Dino Valley opened up, she would ride to the great elevator and ride alone into the wilderness. Whenever we crossed paths, she'd tell me that she was on important druid business to gather callstones or ice and thistles or what have you, but I knew better. I wish she'd been able to see more of Elizabeth. I went with her once. She seemed excited. We'll say this one. That's the nice thing about memorials, dear. No single person acts the same in every situation. Apprentice, mentor, friend, leader, Everyone here would have seen a different side of Elizabeth, and here we can share all those sides and remember her together. For me, she'll always be that fiery-haired teenager stowaway who ran away to Jorvik to make a difference. Stowaway? This I have to hear. As a friend of the keepers of Aideen, I often get cryptic requests to deliver cargo to and from Jorvik. I try not to ask too many questions, since if it's Aideen's will, that's all I need to know. Now this one time, 30 years ago, my contact the spy master, not that fellow, his predecessor, he tells me, "Captain Bruce, we want you to dock at this particular port on this exact day. What do I do there, I ask him. Nothing, he says. Just stay for an hour, then disembark. No cargo to collect? I asked him. If Aideen wills it, he says. We docked at the agreed-on place and time, and I waited top deck, watching for any signs of cargo, but saw nothing. Figured this time maybe the keepers of Aideen had it wrong. It wasn't till we were well out to sea that I discovered the cargo hiding under a tarp in the lifeboat. It was young Elizabeth, shivering wet and half-starved, the poor thing. I took her up to my cabin and fixed her up with tea and sandwiches and listened as she told me about the wicked home she was fleeing, about the strange dreams that haunted her of late. And she showed me a mark that had appeared on her leg around the same time, a mark I recognized all too well. It's on your parka, Nick. It's the runestones of this isle. It marks our friend Anne von Blyson. It was the marks of the sun. She said she didn't know why she came to the port and snuck on my ship that day, only that she had to. Aideen's will, I suppose. It was my honor and privilege to bring Elizabeth to Jorvik. I would see her many more times as she came into her destiny as a soul rider, and we'd work together many times after tragedy brought her sisterhood to a premature end. But no matter how dark the storm clouds, Miss Elizabeth would always shine the light of that stowaway who came to Jorvik chasing a dream. She was a girl who gave up her name and became a Sunbeam. I wish we'd been closer in life. The keepers of Aideen don't look kindly on witches, and Elizabeth had her own reasons to distrust witchcraft. Despite those differences, I had nothing but respect and admiration for her as the leader of the keepers of Aideen. In a different time and place, I'd like to think we would have been good friends. I think Elizabeth came to trust and respect you too. That is very kind of you to say, my dear. For an old lady such as me, nothing tears at my heart more than seeing someone younger leave this world before their time. It is not the order of things. The burden of fate can be insufferable. Elizabeth knew it all too well. And now you and your young friends are trapped in its spell. If it ever feels like the weight of the world is too great to bear, do come to see me, dearie. I might not have all the answers, but I will help how I can, and the grass in my yard is particularly sweet in case Noble King is hungry. Okay. Looks like we have these two to talk to, and Conrad, and I can't tell who that is, and then we're done. I wish I could have known her better. I'd say hi to Elizabeth whenever I came to Valedale to see Alex, but I always felt a little awkward around her. Don't get me wrong, she was always super polite, but it's like she was always waiting for me to put my foot in my mouth. You did kinda sneak into the secret circle. I don't think I've ever seen Fraps so angry. I wanted to know how I could be a great hero, just like you. I'm your hero. Wow, sure are setting those jumping bars a bit low, huh? Hundu? Being a hero didn't really turn out to be all that it was cracked up to be. That doesn't sound like the Alex I know. The Alex I know wouldn't spend time pitying herself. She'd get out there, smite her enemies, return triumphantly to crash on my couch and eat all my cheese curls. What can I say? Being a hero makes me hungry, and you always seem to have plenty of cheese curls. Okay, now time to talk to these guys. So where's your rose, Regina? A rose? Elizabeth loved wild roses. I thought it would make the perfect dress code flower for her memorial. I wanted to plant a wild rose bush here to honor her memory, but that isn't nearly enough. I should plant a whole garden of wild roses. For Elizabeth, it would be enough to know that you are here to remember her. Well, I don't think that's enough. Everyone in Jorvik should be here grieving for her. all that she went through for them. I should at the very least plant one wild rose growing strong in the light of the sun. That would be a fitting tribute to my best friend. Okay, guess we still have more people to talk to. Oh, we have the horses to talk to. Okay. I feel for Concord. She's still too young to comprehend what really happened, but she can feel that something is wrong. Wine. One son has faded from this world, and it pains our little sister. Old friend, listen to the music around you. Elizabeth lives on in Lisa's song and in the memories of those who loved her. She lives on in you, Concord. The bond you shared is part of you for all time, until Aidene's return. The legacy of every soul rider of the sun lives on in you. Winnie. Okay. It looks like we have these guys to talk to. When I was young, Elizabeth used to take me out in nature, teach me about herbs and plants, where to find the best places to forage. She was, always supportive. She never judged me for preferring the company of animals to people. Wow, if that isn't a mood, I don't know what is. She always supported me in my craft as well. I don't know if I can ever become a master druid craftswoman like my grandmother, but Elizabeth's encouragement gave me confidence. We are lucky that we had someone like that to lead us. I wish I had taken the effort to get to know her better. She was always treating the creatures of the forest with great respect. Beeper liked her. Okay, it looks like we have one more to talk to. Oh, the druid's back here. Okay, I didn't even see them. Calanthe? I don't even know how to say that. We'll need someone to look after her now, and I think you need someone to look after you too. You would make a great team together. Winnie. Rhiannon, I don't even know if I'd have time to look after a puppy, much less a horse. Between council members and tending to Fripp. What about you? What about Evergrey? Well, Rhiannon already has a horse, but Evergrey doesn't, and he always hitches rides with the Soul Riders, so. My brother? But he's the very embodiment of irresponsibility. That is actually perfect, Regina. Hey, Evergrey. Yes, right here. I'm right here. Just got something in my eye is all. Oh, aren't you a friendly fellow? I have to say I'm deeply sorry for your loss. We didn't always get along, but Elizabeth was truly the best of us. Nods. Oh, I really like this horse's coloring, and the purple eyes are really pretty. She does seem to like you, brother. You two are cute together. How would you like a four-hoofed companion for life, Evergrey? No? She seems fine with me, but objects to being called cute. You two have something in common then. Hey, I'm adorable. As I see it, the two of you are already forming a bond. Whatever that horse's name is, will need someone to look after her, and you could need someone to teach you about responsibility. It would be nice to have someone that could take me where I need to go. I can't keep hitching rides with Regina forever. Thank you. How about it, girl? Happy Winnie. Cute. Okay. It's like we have is it 2 quests here? Oh no, that's just my horse. Okay, we need to talk to someone. Let me find out who it is. We're gonna talk to Alex. Looks like people are starting to leave. Let's have a short meetup, Soul Riders only. I never realized how many lives Elizabeth had touched. It was amazing to see so many gathering here for the ceremony. I'm still tearing up from your song, Lisa. Elizabeth would have loved it. I overheard Avalon quietly sobbing beneath his hood as he was leaving. He tries not to show it, but this has been hard on him. How are you feeling, Regina? Glad I got the chance to know her. Me too. What do we do now? Now we act. Our mission didn't die with Elizabeth. We're Soul Riders. We ride on. But where do we even start? We are going to need to do something about Concord. I can't very well go into battle with a foal. Fripp is still in a coma as well. Right, there's obviously some issues we still need to deal with. But we can deal with them together. Nothing is over. This is just another beginning. We should take some time to think about it, try to gather our thoughts, and then decide what to do next. In the meantime, we should make sure we get some time to hang out together, now when none of us are in active peril. And make sure we spend some time with our families and other loved ones as well. Perhaps our first course of action could be to get something edible. It felt highly inappropriate to graze on these grounds. This rose is really starting to itch my tail. I'm ready to get going. Okay, let's talk to them again. There we go. Elizabeth will always be a part of me, part of us all. We keep her spirit alive by using the lessons she passed on to us. I know that I have friends I can rely on, and I will keep doing my best to be the hero she saw in me. I hope she will be watching us, wherever she is. Goodbye, Elizabeth. I'll always love you. 200 XP, dang. And some earrings, but my hair won't allow us to look at those, unfortunately. Which sucks, but oh well. Oh, there's like a fragment of her there, because she turned into like the shards or whatever. That was really sad quest, but it was good. It added some good closure that like a lot of like movies, TV shows, other games don't really take the time to add in. It's like the grieving period. So I'm glad they showed that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!
Here I am, though I wish I was braver. We all came here today for a last goodbye. Leave a rose on a grave of a mother with